This video was brought to you by a better route planner, Kempower, Markus Bil, Stormberg and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now in Göteborg and behind me here is the Zeekr 001. We're gonna go on a little test drive now today. I will try to make it maybe some kind of range test. We'll see a little bit of driving impression also, and maybe also some charging test. So this is the 100 kilowatt hour battery. This is the top spec all-wheel drive with 544 horsepower. And what else? Yeah, we'll come back to some of the other stuff, but okay. So it's a bit rainy today, so that's not optimal when it comes to consumption. But we will see how efficient is this car and how is it to drive. What about sound levels? Yeah, let me see. Just going to take a quick look here. So there's a driving event. You see there are other Zeekrs also over there. So just check here, all right, trunk empty. All right, we have a charging cable over there. Okay, that's fine. And then in the back, voila! Welcome to the lounge, the Zeekr lounge. All right. And then in the front, wait, this doesn't have a soft close. Oh, okay. And in the front looks like this. Ooh. Okay. Nice, nice. All right. Wow. It looks and feels quite premium. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. The plan now, let me see. Oh shit, it's almost 11. The plan is to go over to Spekerød and do some consumption test from there, and then also the charging test over there. We have 98% battery. I have to figure out, hey, wait, how is the trip meter and stuff here? Every car has their own way of displaying trip meter. Actually, yeah, I had to figure it out. But okay, anyway, I think we're gonna prepare and then off we go to, oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, interesting interior. I'll come back to the interior also in another video. But okay, let me see, let's check out this one again. Where's the trip meter? Oh, there's a menu here, my car maybe. Okay, yeah, wait, that's trip options. Here, see, yeah, probably here. See, it's quite intuitive to find stuff. Well, except for that. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. Okay, let's reset some stuff and then off we go. Okay, how is this car to drive? Well, wow. I don't know about you, but that blinker sound is not pleasant at all. Okay, maybe it's just me. But yeah, how is the soundproofing? We have to find out soon, but I heard that this car has been tuned for the European market, the way Europeans like the cars to ride, about cornering, about maybe it's been tuned slightly more sporty versus Korean market, Chinese market, where they want more comfort and they don't have curves over there. Okay, we have good region. I enable high region, and also there's some one pedal driving. Sound level seems to be good also. I forgot to check the tires, it's raining outside. But I'm now just following navigation. Navigation is also doing a good job showing me intersections and the map. And I like big screen. This is roughly a 15-inch screen. Yeah, the way cars should be built nowadays, with big screens rather than several smaller screens, or yeah, I don't know how some car manufacturers do it. So let's see. So now they're just gonna get over to E6. So this one, okay, so usually I will try to estimate the battery capacity based on my driving segments. And then we also eventually we do the, holy crap, we do the range test, yeah, kind of, but keep in mind that it's wet outside, so it's not optimal driving conditions. Oh, I feel like the car feels nimble, fairly quick also, yeah. It has that artificial delay. Maybe I need to switch it over to sport mode to get a feel. Let me see. Just have to pay attention where we're going also. It's in comfort mode. Okay, if I set it to sport mode, will the characteristics change? Okay, yeah, feels like it's more alive now. It has also air suspension. But yeah, the first impression after driving a little bit is that it feels nimble, similar to a Model 3, but it's as large as a Model S. Okay, so far so good, but also comfy ride and fairly quiet. Ticks the right boxes. Oh, now that we are on the motorway and the 110 zone, I can feel like it's not that quiet in here. It's well, I'm not sure how to put this. It's not too loud, but it's like right in the middle there. Similar to maybe a Tesla Model 3, Model Y nowadays. Maybe actually even slightly more noise. And yeah, the asphalt here is a little bit rough. So, and also over here, by the way, you can use studded tires. So that's why, yeah. But again, I feel like it's a quite nimble car. I almost can't believe that this car is almost 5 meters long and it just acts as nimble as a Model 3. So just want to know how heavy it is. Eventually I'm going to check the weight, but it feels nimble. So either it's light, and maybe that's why the soundproofing might not be the best. Or if it's a little bit heavy and they somehow manage to mask out the weight. So yeah, we'll find out more once I'm able to test this car more extensively in Norway. But yeah, so this car has Yamaha sound system. So let's try some songs then. I just have to find them. It's a bit weird. It doesn't. I usually have a USB stick and there is a test music folder, but for some reason it doesn't show up here, but it shows at least the other folder with all the other music. So let's try this one. Okay, the bass. Oh, well, let me just play a little bit. Initially I heard that the bass sounds a little bit boomy. Nice and crisp, at least. Listen for the detail on this side. Maybe slightly not as well defined as some of the high-end systems, but at least you have the presence of bass here. Let me skip a little bit. Oh! Deep bass, but it sounds a little bit boomy and a little bit loose, not so tight. Okay, next song. Yeah, oh, pleasant, yeah, nice. Wait, there's some vibration. The vibration comes from the water bottle that they provided. So it's in the door pocket and it vibrates. Wait, it doesn't play the kickoff by Evening Traveler. The Arctic Circle song. Seems like it has trouble with some files. I also seen this in some cars. It's weird because it's just a WAV file. So why can't it play it, right? Try another one then. Okay, not the best sounding stereo, to be honest. A little bit boomy bass.
Monday, another week, I can't believe I'm counting down the minutes till it's due.
Yeah, if I would rate this system, I'm not sure. I'd probably give it a 6 only because of, yeah, some of the shortcomings. We are now at Spekkeret. It's a bit busy today, damn, because holiday season started. It's 2nd or 3rd of July now. So the roads are clogged and also the chargers are clogged. But okay, so here we see the trip from the studio over here. So I just write this down and we have now 87%. So I'll try to estimate the battery capacity based on the shallow test we do now. Not sure how accurate it will be. But okay, now I'll reset and then we head north. Let me see here. Okay, one thing I don't like is that it's in this. There's no button to make it head north. Well, unless I go into setting. Oh no, my bad. Yeah, okay. You have to no. Press the wrong button. You have to press here, and then there you have to do north up. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So the plan is that we will drive this direction here. I'm not sure how far. Ljungskile might be too far for this test. Let me just check here. Well, it's really easy and fast to operate. 37. Let me see. I will need 40 minutes for the test. Okay, now I will probably drive a shorter distance and then turn around and come back here. Okay, I'll not do that one. Okay, let's go. Well, we're on the move now. So fortunately over here the road is fairly dry. It hasn't rained that heavily. So we're now doing the 90 test. And you see here we have the speedo, and then like some other Chinese cars, we also have the speed here in, the GPS speed over here. So that's nice. So we just have to match the GPS speed of 90 kilometers per hour. However, the ADAS system, or like auto steer and also adaptive cruise control, even dumb cruise control, all of that stuff has been disabled. Again, something I see in Chinese cars when they introduce it to the European market. So unfortunately, I have to drive manually. There's not even a speed limiter I can use. So it's going to be maybe with some variation, but okay. So yeah, I will just drive north a little bit. I'm not sure how far, and then back again. And then we see. So right now over here, the traffic is not too crazy. Oh, wow, lots of Norwegian also. But I don't know if you see it, but we have also a head-up display here. Okay, nice. However, I feel like the head-up display is a little bit small compared to some of the other cars I've seen. But I mean, it's still decent. Yeah, and then interior looks like this. Nice. We have a phone holder here. Okay, I have to come back more in the interior part, but just showing you what it looks like when the car is in motion. Okay, now I have to overtake this one. So let me just don't want to slow poke too much in the left lane. So I go a little bit faster when we overtake, and then I slow down so that the average speed should be close to 90 kilometers per hour. And then I can show you here that when you go to this car stuff here, my car, the trip data, again, something weird with Chinese cars is that it doesn't show you watt-hour per kilometer. It shows you distance, but not even with decimals. Okay, average speed, lots of other data though, like static consumption and stuff like that. So I have to take the total consumption and divide it by the distance, and then I get consumption in a somewhat inaccurate way. Okay, ideally I need to drive far, because the longer you drive, then the more accurate it becomes, since we don't have decimal. But okay, whatever. It's just to give you an impression of how thirsty or efficient this car is. I don't remember exactly. I think it has 0.23 or 0.24 drag coefficient. So it's supposed to be quite slick. It's a little bit windy outside today, but the car should not be that much affected by it. It will, of course, be affected by it, but it's not like night and day, unlike the Hongxi I'm testing nowadays. And here you see the instrument cluster. We have a little power, battery gauge on this side, and we have a power gauge on the other side. This is odometer. We have mode here, comfort, and then, well, strange enough, it shows me the last song I played, but I already unplugged the USB drive. So okay. And then yeah, seems like there are no other turnaround points until Ljungskile. So yeah, we have to go for Ljungskile then and back again. So yeah, I have to be back at the studio by around 1 in the afternoon, and I think from Spekerø to the studio it's around half an hour drive. So yeah, it's kind of stressful, these test drive events. You only have the car for a couple of hours, and you have to try to make the most out of it within that time, plus trying to get used to the car and try to figure out how the car works also. So yeah, it's way less stressful once I get to borrow the car, and then I can drive it for a whole week. Whoa, there you see the windsock. Quite strong wind, at least around the bridge here, but yeah. When it's not in the open here, then we have slightly less wind from the trees. Okay, so we have crosswinds, which also negatively affects the consumption. So yeah, I don't know yet the consumption. We have to look at it afterwards. It doesn't actually show anywhere here or here. Well, I haven't figured out how. Can you hold down this button? Do some. This one has some kind of touch button, but it's not doing anything. So it would be great if we can bring up the trip meter here at least. We're back at Spekerød. Oh, I mean, it's called Spekerød. But yeah, we're back at Spekerød and still a lot of cars charging here. But all right, so it was 47 kilometers. According to Google, it's also 47. We don't know about decimals, but all right. So the distance seems to be measured correctly. Consumption, oh, okay, this is total. It's nice that it shows static consumption, but this translates to 200 watt-hour per kilometer. It's 15 degrees Celsius outside and fairly dry. I'd say 95% dry. So this is quite high consumption, despite that this car is aerodynamic. So, all right, let's try 120 test then. Yeah, and as you see, the road is fairly dry, especially on the right lane. I try to stay on the right lane as long as possible. Left lane has some slightly wet spots. I mean, how much does that affect consumption? I'm not sure, but okay. And when it comes to traffic, at least for now, it flows quite well. I also have to constantly monitor the speed and try to maintain as steady speed as possible. But actually, when I think about it, you know, many cars, when you set cruise control, it will actually not follow this cruise control speed strictly. It will sway a little bit, plus minus a couple of kilometers per hour, trying to save energy. Or, yeah, I'm not sure why they do that. But okay, so in a way, as long as I try to be a ninja and run it as steady as possible, it should still be a valid test. And yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention that this car is I'm not sure what they call it. It's either pre-production or maybe not product. I think it's pre-production, so it's not 100% serial production. So just bear that in mind. Maybe the final production cars, they will have better consumption. Yeah, I feel like I'm hugging the left lane right now, but that's because I'm just trying to hold as steady speed as possible. Normally I would not drive like this, but since this is a test, then I have to try to follow the speed as strict as possible. But yeah, so just bear that in mind. It's not the final car, but it should still be quite final, and you will get the impression of what the car is capable of. Man, that blinker sound, however, I don't like it at all. We actually spent the first day now, yesterday and a little bit of today in the morning hours looking at the design center and the design studio, and they show us some stuff there that we could not film. And they also over here at Zeekr, and they have their own studio for sound, right? So every sound has been carefully picked. For example, the blinker sound, which is a little bit surprising to me, because at least for me, it's not that pleasant, plus that it's too loud. I was trying to look in the settings to see if there's a way to turn down the blinker sound, but I mean, normally I don't care about the blinker sound because it sounds okay in most cars, but with this one, it's too loud, man. So it's not like I'm trying to find faults with the cars I test, or this one specifically. It's just that stuff that I notice, you know, like the blinker sound, other people might also notice it. Well, we're done with the test. Ooh, this one translates to roughly 266 watt-hour per kilometer. Wow, this is a thirsty car. Okay, you can blame the wind, you can blame, I don't know, low temperature, but yeah, okay. Now let's try to charge. It's still Laderstad here. Well, we're charging. Let me see. Yeah, we are at 65%, so don't expect any crazy charging speed. It's supposed to support 200 kilowatts. Wow, I have to say, even at 65%, it can receive 99 kilowatt. It's probably just a burst. Voltage, okay, yeah, also fairly high voltage. I like that. And I did not preheat or anything before getting here, so I can show you inside what it looks like while we're charging. Oh man, yeah, try to not pull in too much water in here. So yeah, here we see the symbol, or I mean the animation that it's charging. and then this is the charging screen. So we see how much time is left. Wait, how do I change charge limit? Okay, that's kind of clumsy. You should be able to change charge limit here. And then we see current and voltage and power. Let me check something here. So I have to check the Ioniq screen at the same time. Okay, Ioniq screen shows 95 kilowatt. This one is, yeah, so this one seems to be what goes into the battery. And then charging speed. All right, let me see. But if I close this one, how do I get back to it? Here, maybe? Open charging. Well, okay, now we get, Okay, well, now we are on this charging screen, which is slightly different. Okay, parking assist, okay, whatever. But how do I get back to that charging screen we had? Oh, it has a vehicle to load also. Yeah, you can discharge it, all right? Well, here we can just set the charge limit, the discharge limit. But, oh, and here we have the charge limit. Okay, I didn't see it until now. Yeah, so, okay, you can set it here, so that's fine. Yeah. All right, but I think I've seen enough. Wait, where's the, yeah, look at that. Ooh, very nice. So you see, it wasn't just an initial burst. Even after a couple of minutes, it can still maintain 94 Okay, this one keeps popping up. It can still maintain pretty good speed. Wow, very good. But I think we have to return now. I have to be back roughly by 1 in the afternoon. Okay, so based on the energy we used now versus how many percent battery we used, it could seem like we have 100 kilowatt hour net capacity, but I suspect that maybe the state of charge scale is non-linear. But okay, I don't know for sure, because they say it's a 100 kilowatt hour battery. Then it's likely that you have maybe 95 kilowatt hour net capacity. So yeah, that's why I can't give you an accurate what the heck, man? Accurate estimation of range. But okay, based on this estimation we have here, then we have okay range, but it's not that great, because the car seems to be a bit thirsty. Okay, when I went outside, I felt the wind. It was quite strong. But still, even if there's some strong wind, you know, it shouldn't bring up the consumption sky high. So I get the impression that maybe this Zeekr has similar consumption as, for example, NIO ET7 or ET5. At least ET5 was done in summer recently, and that one was also a little bit thirsty compared to, for example, Model 3 or Tesla. But okay, let me see. I'm still not done with the test. And oh yeah, I'm going to show you here. Wow, even at 78%, it can maintain 96 kilowatt. This is some impressive shit indeed. Yeah, wonder how flat it is at the bottom. You know, in general, Chinese cars, they don't charge very fast, but this is really, really impressive. Well, actually, it takes 32 minutes to reach. Okay, I suspect that maybe past 80% it would plummet. But okay, one thing I will point out, by the way, is that if you come here and if you go to navigation, okay, let me show you here. If I go to, yeah, you see, when I navigated initially from the city to Spekerød, I navigated to Ioniq, and then this car is supposed to preheat the battery when you navigate to a fast charger. But then when I did the charging test, the driving test, I did not navigate to Ioniq. I just navigated to this point here. You see, it's here, but it's not the charger. So the car was not preheating the battery during the consumption test, at least. Well, okay, let me see how. Okay, in order to see that nice screen, we have to exit the car and then come back again. Otherwise, we want to see this one. So I want to wait a little bit more to see what happens past 80%. But this is really impressive charging speed, indeed. Wow, still at 83%, you get 78 kilowatt. Very good. Okay, but oh shit. Okay, time is running out. Yes, I think I have to leave now. Okay, one thing I need to point out here is that when we are in comfort mode, we don't get full power. See, when I floor it, slow down a bit, it doesn't hit full power. But if we go into sport mode and then wait for it, and then we floor it now, then we get full power. I'm not a fan of this behavior, because I want to have full power in every mode we test, not only in sport mode. And another thing is that, okay, let me switch over to comfort mode again. When we are just cruising now, or also in city driving, if you regen, let off the pedal here, you see that the regen comes gradually more and more. Okay, speed up a little bit more and then regen. I'm also not a fan of that. I wanted to reach the maximum regen level a little bit faster, because it becomes a bit weird when you want to have regen more or less instantly, right? When you're driving in city driving or whatever, or even twisty roads, and it comes gradually like this, it becomes kind of clumsy, because sometimes you want to accelerate a little bit and then regen a little bit. And with most other cars, when you do this, you get more instant level of regen what you want. So actually the Hongxi I'm testing nowadays has similar behavior, and it's I mean, it's not a big disadvantage, but it doesn't give me the right driving feel, yeah, just to put it that way. But the user interface is quite intuitive, easy to understand, very tidy with the icons, you know, modern design of how user interface in the car is if you have a big screen. I haven't read the manual, but it was easy to figure out how stuff works. And yeah, this car also has Chinese massage. It is good, man. Oh, you can feel the stuff poking into your back, unlike Western or German massage, where you feel like there's a cat massaging you. But yeah, so if I would summarize the Zeekr, my impression after this short time with it, it's comfy, it feels nimble, it handles well, the charging speed is really good. I just haven't tested it that deep yet. Noise level could be better, and also, well, when it comes to auto stay and all that, I can't test it. But really impressive car. Price is also not that crazy high either. So which competitors is it? I mean, are we comparing it against the Tesla Model 3? Comfort here is better than Model 3, definitely. Versus Model S maybe, yeah. In that case, then it's a lot cheaper than Model S. But then, okay, Model S charges faster, goes fast and all that, but yeah, so it's like, sits in the middle there, but it's a pretty good car. I also feel like it rides and it handles similar to a Nio ET5 also, maybe ET7, but that's a bit bigger car. So yeah, overall, my impression of this car is really, really good. So you just have to test it more later. But I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.